All right.
Well, I am an Azamir monk.
Excellent.
I'm a folk hero.
I'll,
Um,
Being a folk
I'll look
hero,
up.
would you do you think you may have been hired by somebody to check something out?
actually, I am on the run because well, not on the run, but I had to leave my village or town because the tyrant who was ruling over it, uh, I stole something from him and then punched him in the face and I ran.
Yeah, there are a lot of little unincorporated little like towns and villages all throughout this region that you could easily have come from.
So, Drip will walk to these two strange-looking people,
Well,
and
where are you? Do you guys think you're on the road, or do you guys think you're in a tavern? Because there is a difference.
let's say tavern.
Oh,
Tavern,
you know what?
yes.
Hold on. I got a perfect for me and Soul. Soul was my butler at my home, and since he's been with
You're
me
at
since I was
no.
a child, I took him with me because I didn't want him to
All
die.
right, that works for me.
Yeah, and
Soul, is that good for you?
that's fine with me.
Woo! I got a butler.
Yeah, Drip is gonna walk up to these two strange-looking people. Uh, Definitely because there's a robot, and he'll just hello. Um, you two seem interesting.
I punch him.
What? No.
I punch him. That's how I greet people. I punch them.
Uh, I die.
Sorry, go
That
ahead.
was fast. No. I lost my thread. Um,
Sorry.
no problem. No problem. I'll pick it up again. Um, so what brings you to this fine town?
Currently, Currently, you're in the town of Crossroads. It is unincorporated. It doesn't belong to any nation. However, it's very close to the nation of Faraday. And you are in the Laughing Monkey Tavern. It is a small kind of like somewhat smoky, and not exactly seedy, but not exactly semi-dive sort of establishment. There is a tall, burly orc woman behind the bar with a long blonde braid, kind of gray-green skin. She's serving drinks. And there's other people all around. Some human, some orc. You even see a Kenku in the corner. There's a couple goblins gathered on a table. And a tabaxi smoking a pipe. While all this is going on. You three, you're the only Asimar here. You are the only Janasi here. And everybody is giving MK3 a lot of weird looks because nobody knows what the hell he is and has never seen anything quite his like before.
I'm looking around for the monkey.
What?
I'm looking around for the monkey.
Monkey?
Because
The monkey.
the Laughing Monkey Tavern was the name of the sign on the door in front. However, you don't appear to see any actual monkeys, not even a stuffed one. There's just a small stage where there's a band charging up, and you see like a couple goblins and a kobold all standing over there tuning instruments.
Hmm. I
False
kind of
advertising.
I kind of looked sad, and I leaned over to my butler. Wait, what is your name?
Marquise. Just call me Marquise.
I'll call you Lark.
All right.
I lean over to Lark, and I say, "Man, there's not even a monkey here."
I believe it's just a name. I don't think there's actually. I think it's just a name for the tavern.
No, I call it laughing monkey. There's no laughing monkey. False advertising.
Well, I suppose we can just go about on our business if you so choose.
Let's get some.
What was that? Sorry, you
To,
cut out. What was that?
oh, well, we'll get something to eat, and then we will find a place to where we can lay our heads tonight.
Very good, sir.
No, don't call me sir. We're not at my home anymore.
Currently, outside, it is getting towards evening. The sun is still in the sky, but you can kind of see both the moons rising. The one nice and red moon that's gleaming brightly, cutting through the slowly darkening sky, and the much farther away kind of bluish green orb that's rarely visible at the moment.
All right, I suppose we'll go sit down. He will order food. I don't know what the hell what I'm gonna do. Sit there and watch.
I go to the barmaid and I order some food and some water because I don't know if if Flark drinks.
You want water, huh? Well, water will run you 1 silver. Same with the food. It's rather expensive out here.
I don't have any money as I am not rich and I don't have a job. I'm a wandering monk. I was thinking maybe I could work for subsistence. Maybe be your bouncer or.
She gives you a weird look at first, and apparently Drip wants to say something.
Drip is gonna walk up to these two strange people, and he's gonna say, "Don't worry, I'll take care of it. I'll pay for their food."
The orc woman.
I give him a slight bow and thank you, kind sir.
The orc woman gazes out at Drip and says, "You're gonna pay their way, huh? Well, he wants an actual water and some food, which is stew tonight, rabbit stew, and it'll be 2 silvers, please."
But that's fine. Can you get me what do people usually drink? Cactus juice? I don't know.
Well, we have ale here. 5 copper for each ale.
I'll take an ale, please.
Alright. And she just kind of turns around, pulls out a white rag from her shoulder and starts buffing a glass before pouring some ale out from a cask into it. Now, you want rabbit stew too?
Who's your friend?
No, I'm good.
Alright. And she goes over to the bubbling pot, starts dishing out some stew, and then goes over, pulls up a small, mostly clear decanter, and starts pouring out a little water for Alexander. And puts that and the stew in front of him. And puts her hand out for the 2 silver and the 5 coppers.
I'll give it. Oh, 2 silver and 5 coppers. I took away way too much.
I wait at the table for the food.
Oh, she already handed it to you.
Oh, then I take the food, the 2 bowls, and
No. She gave you a bowl, 1 bowl of stew, and a water, and then she also gave him an ale.
oh, then I take my food back to the table.
There you go.
I'll just join them on the table, and I'm gonna go. So, you two from around here. What brings you to this town? I'm just a traveler looking for some conversation. I mean,
The band begins to play behind you. It sounds okay, not horrible, but you've heard far better in your time.
I look up for my stew, and I say we are just traveling companions, just looking for our way in this world.
Time. Everywhere he goes,
Wait, say again? I didn't understand you.
I said, and I'm with him.
I heard everywhere he goes, I go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay. And not to be rude here, sir, but what exactly are you? Look different, interesting,
Why don't you describe yourself,
out of the
Marquise?
ordinary?
So what you see is what would be a warforged, what many people would consider just basically someone who looks like a construct. All of the armor on his exterior, like his being a construct, his armor is supposed to be built in. But on his exterior, the armor is made to look almost like a dressy outfit, and he carries with him a cane. And aside from that, he always stands up perfectly straight. He always like pretty much what you'd expect how you'd expect a robot butler to act.
But not a robot monkey butler, huh?
Hmm?
Nothing. Bad joke.
Dang, I missed it. I love bad jokes.
Interesting.
Dude.
Yo, how rude of me. I'm gonna extend my hand. I'm gonna go. My name is Red. Nice to meet you guys.
He looks all.
Your mic is breaking up, dude.
Is it? Oh my goodness.
Either you're letting go of your push to talk too early, or your mic is breaking up.
Do anything? That do anything to fix it?
Seems okay
There
to
you
me.
You're better now.
Okay.
Well, I'm not saying you're breaking up like robotic. You're cutting out like at the beginning and the end. Like, but like, and you'll stop. That's what.
Okay.
There, you could put a delay in your push to talk.
I think this might be.
Did it again.
Yeah, we're not hearing most of what you're saying. Is the problem?
Are you on push to talk or are you on?
I'm on the just the default speech.
So you might want to lower your speech or talk louder.
Okay, that's probably need to do that.
The
Yeah,
threshold.
it's probably
Yes.
the pickup.
Here we go.
Testing. Do a test.
Testing.
Yep, there you go.
All right, cool. Now we're ready to go.
All right, now what? Now that we're on the best thing, I am currently eating my stew while they talk. I'm not too talkative. What? What?
As I'm going to take a drink from my ale, I'm gonna float a ball of water into my mouth. I'm not gonna touch the cup because I'm fancy.
He'll just kind of Marquise will just kind of sit and watch solely because like he doesn't really eat and or drink, being a obviously robotic person.
I am. I slurp the soup out of the bowl and put it down, dabbing my mouth with the cloth from my lap. And I clear my throat and I say, "I am Alexander Mars."
Nice to meet you, Alexander.
Pleasure.
You what you see is a elf with gray skin and green eyes with black hair that goes down past his shoulders and is braided up with it's braided up with like little metal bands around the braid at the interlocking joints. He's 6 foot tall and he looks he's built but he's not like bulky. He has muscles but he's not like bulbous.
I see.
He's cut and lean.
Very nice.
but you
As,
can't tell that from the. Well, actually, yeah, you can. He's actually wearing a black uh, cut off vest or a poncho like where it just goes over his shoulders and shows off his sides and his arms. And he's wearing baggy black kind of pants would you call these? Um,
I don't know. I'm not good with pants.
but he's wearing like uh, Jesus, I cannot. He's also wearing a black scarf around his head and around his mouth and neck. Um, and he's just wearing black pants with cloth boots wrapped up with cloth around the ankle that so like block out sand and dirt from getting in his boots. And finally, he's wearing like a centerpiece that has like it's red, like a red cloth wrapped around his hips, and it's flowing. You know, it's long all the way down to his knees.
Let's see.
yeah. Uh, when you look at Drip, you see a rather like tall, like 5'7" he's a blue person with hair that seems to look like it's kind of underwater at the moment, even though it's not. And he's wearing these long blue robes that kind of seem religious in a way. And he has a book on the side of his belt.
And
Would I know what he is?
Roll a history check.
A what check?
History check, please.
Oh, I also seem to be damp.
Damp? Well, of course, they're made of water.
Yeah, I'm not made of water, but water genasi are always wet, apparently.
No, you actually have no idea what the world he is. He's as unusual to you as Marquis is to everybody.
Huh.
hmm.
Can I say that I built Soul?
What's your intelligence?
15.
How old is your character?
70.
Then yes, I'd imagine it's possible that you were the one-time explorer exploring the deserts that dug him up, and that's
It's
exactly
certainly
what happened.
possible.
I mean, if that's up to you, man, it's your character. If I want to be your creator or you're somebody that rebuilt you and gave back your sentinelness or revived you and repaired you,
I think it'd just be a little bit more interesting to leave history for right now.
you said that will be all right and be more interesting, or
He said he wanted to leave it a mystery for now, which
okay,
is
cool.
Yeah.
All right, and I look at the water person that I don't even know what he is, and I turn my head and kind of like I put my hand out and like poke his chest.
Okay, you poke a solid object, but your finger is now wet.
I look
And
curious.
and he's gonna say, could you not do that? It's weird. You are definitely not from around here.
I shake my head and say, "No, I'm not." Are you?
I mean, I've been around these parts.
I've never seen anything like you.
Mankind is rare. How far inland are we, Grizz?
Well, at the moment, you guys are along the main trade road. There's a forest to the southwest, a country to the northeast, and large tracts of unincorporated land to the north and south. You are actually fairly far away from the water, which is mostly north.
My kind is found more northward, where there is more liquids available.
Hmm.
We don't tend to travel inland that much.
Except down the
Oh.
massive river which splits in the middle of the country of Candalla, but that's actually still, again, far away from here.
I look at it as how are you water but solid?
I'm not a water person. I am a human kind. I'm what happens when primordial powers and genies intermingle, and I'm what happens, kind of.
So do I know what he's talking about?
Roll another history check.
Ah, that's better.
Well, you've at least heard the word genie before. They tend to exist on the various elemental planes. And primordial powers, too, that also sounds, again, like the elemental planes. Something to do with that. It's like, but how exactly maybe a human and something from an elemental plane could have a child? That's a little bit odd to you still.
How is it possible that something that grants wishes have children?
Not really my area of expertise. They don't really tend to stick around.
Oh, so he's a black guy. I'm sorry. That was a bad joke. I'm sorry.
Very bad joke.
Sorry.
He was blue.
Oh, the
Alright.
blue people, man. They're irresponsible as fuck.
God damn.
The safe. All right. Yeah. That's about it, really.
So
From
your
there,
father just left when.
I mean, I don't know if he was even aware. It's kind of not like it normally happens. It's kind of a weird thing. It's kind of more like the energies connect in some way.
Oh, so like when a vampire has a baby with a human.
No, though.
Which does not happen here in this part of the world. It's
No one knows.
Yeah, nobody on this side of the world. Vampires would be incredibly rare in this part of the world, and none of them are able to have children with humans.
The best way to describe it is if I were just a human baby, and someone jammed like water elemental power into me. That's kind of the best explanation, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really sure myself. I don't tend to pay mind to it. I am who I am.
Well, if you don't have a place to, you know, call your own, you can always travel with us. We can always use more people.
I mean, I'm always at home, so. But you guys seem interesting. Definitely this guy, and I point at the robots. So, eh, I might. I
Oh.
might. I mean, you guys don't have any money, so you need someone to pay the bills. So I'll be so kind today.
Well, we definitely need to pay you back for, buying our food.
Don't worry, I'll think of something.
Hmm.
So as it gets darker outside, more and more people start filtering into the tavern. Getting a bowl of stew, going to sit down. The band kind of picks up in pace. But it sounds even worse. It sounds like somebody's trying to skin a cat over there.
Oh no.
And you hear one of the
Wait,
goblins
so
yell,
what's the plan?
"Sorry!"
Like what's sound like a cat dying?
The band over on the small stage, they are really playing awfully at this point in the night, and you hear some people going boo. And the 3 goblins and the kobold all like stop playing their instruments and kind of look around.
Can I hop up on stage and like grab a lute or a viol?
Do you have a viola on you?
Nope, but I pick up one of theirs.
Hey, give
Oh.
that back!
Drip is gonna lean back and enjoy the show. This is gonna be great.
Roll a athletics check.
A what?
Roll an athletics check. You're stealing an instrument off of somebody.
A what check?
Athletics.
Ah,
All right, so you snag the viola out of the hands of the goblin who was holding it. The goblin just kind of stares at you, bug-eyed. And what do you do with it?
I start playing.
Roll a performance check. And you are playing a bit better than they are. The goblin that you stole this from does not look happy, but the crowd seems to lose their tenseness at potentially awkward scene.
I turned to the other goblins and I was like, wave, like, come on, follow along.
The other 2 goblins and the kobold, yeah, they all start joining in, and they are still playing horribly.
Oh God. I try my best to make it sound better.
I'm gonna shape water myself some earplugs.
You still hear boos, and you hear the kenku over off to one side of the bar, completely mimicking the sound of the horrible band, and everybody's starting to just going boo at the kenku now.
I just look around and just sigh. I hand the viol back to the person I took it from, and I shrug. And, oh well, I tried, and I do like a handspring backflip off the stage.
Yeah, the goblin just kind of glares at you, takes the instrument back, and tries to get it back into proper playing stance.
Drip will just go. That was interesting, my friend.
Well, I tried to save it.
Well,
I'm gonna go get me another beer. And then Drip's gonna go get him another beer. That's gonna cost me 5 more copper, right?
Yep. 5 copper per ale, 1 silver for food or clean water.
So, you go.
Well, it is getting late. Shall we try to hunker down somewhere?
Yeah, probably best to buy a room before all of them are gone. I'll walk up to the bar.
Yeah.
We were wondering if we would be able to procure a room for tonight.
This is just a tavern, sorry, not an inn.
Where would the nearest inn be then?
Well, it'd be a couple doors down the street, take a left, it should be over there. It's called the Tilted Kobold.
Thank you very much, and I'm gonna flip him a silver. Her
Her.
silver.
I walk up to the barmaid and I kind of lean on it, giving her like a sly smile. And I ask, do you have anyone to sleep next to tonight?
She kind of just gives you this look and says, "Yes, my husband. Go away."
Oh,
I'm just gonna
Ooh.
put my arm around the monk and say, "Oh yeah, we're going, dude."
I get yanked along like, ah.
There isn't in a few doors. So we're gonna go through the inn. I guess
And
that
I call Marquise along so he doesn't get forgotten.
he'll follow.
Hold on, I have to whisper to somebody.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Katie Biz has begun.
Ruh-roh.
Did you see my anagram for Shady Biz?
Oh God, my back. Oh, Axel, get off my back. Actually, that feels
Is that
good.
your cat? Is that your cat?
Yeah, he's walking up my back right now, and he's trying to bite my hair. Ow.
Shuttle. Hashtag shady biz. I love that.
Oh, okay, he jumped off. All right.
Oh, thank God.
Kiki.
Well, you are shady biz, Quentin.
I mean, what I'm getting blamed here. Okay.
But you are. You're shady biz.
Yeah.
Wait, are you recording this?
Of course.
Delete this. I have a reputation to uphold that nobody knows.
No one knows you're in here.
I
You'll
know.
be fine.
I am the great loyal hound. Fear me. I will lick your
Sure.
throat and bite your ankles.
Alrighty. That's an interesting threat.
Meow.
Alright.
Alright.
So I just have to wait for what you guys do next.
We're going to the inn,
Alright.
and we're
So
gonna
it's
go.
quite dark
procure a
out
room.
here now. The sun's down. The moons are up.
I have dark vision at the 60 feet.
There's a few street lamps that are lit. Most of the people are heading indoors. You can hear people like slamming doors for their homes for the night. Others are gathering in the tavern, passing you by.
Interesting.
I'm just following this guy along.
I'll
Alright.
cast lights on my ropes, I guess,
All right.
so I can see stuff, and we'll go to the inn. I'll knock on the inn's door or
Hold on.
enter. I don't know how it works.
So, okay. As you guys are heading to the inn, 1 second. Need to look at something here. Alexander, you feel a sudden claw attack at your back. However, it misses. And standing behind you is are two strange-looking gray monstrous creatures that seem to have slipped right out of the shadows.
I quickly turn around and
Oh,
Turn around and roll initiative.
Hold on.
I turn around and it slips around a corner. I chase
No,
after
no,
it.
no, 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 no. They slipped out from behind a corner.
Oh,
They're ganking you and shanking you.
I turn around and I do a backflip and I kick one of them in the chin.
Well, we have to roll initiative first.
Oh, but I
That
thought it was
That was a surprise attack on you.
Oh,
Because you failed to respond to the fact that you saw them. And they snuck up behind you because you weren't paying attention to them.
oh, sorry.
alrighty.
At least it was him who got stabbed. I'm fine with it.
Well, they missed. His AC is really high.
Yeah, I didn't get no beeps from the chat and I didn't notice. And I was looking at something.
Well, that's why I said I was whispering to somebody. It's up to you guys to pay attention.
Sorry. I'll pay attention from now on.
Excellent. So,
Now that I have you,
I just need Marquis.
First, you have my curiosity. Now you have my attention.
Yes. So why aren't you showing up on initiative order? That's weird.
Oh, you need to click your token first and
There we
then
go.
roll initiative.
I'll
and it
just
should
put you on
add to
manually.
the turn order.
All right, you go first.
hey, alrighty. Sounds good. I will, seeing that my longtime friend and companion has been attacked, will pull out my, where is it? My longbow. Take a few Can I just? I can't grab it. Let's see. The ruler. I need to move the turn on. I'll just move back about to here, and I will fire at him with my longbow.
Okay. Alright.
Damn.
That hits. You hear a screech from the strange creature as the longbow just kind of impales it right through part of the throat. Dark blood just goes dripping down to its chest, but it still appears to be upright. Alexander, you are detecting a horrible stench coming off of this thing as it's right in front of you. Although that won't come into effect until your turn, but just to be aware of that, it smells horrible directly in front of you. This guy comes over here, sees that it can't get in range of the thing that just fought, just attacked at its companion, and does 3 attacks against Alexander.
Oh!
I got you, bud.
Oh no!
Bite!
You're
Claw!
fine.
Claw! Only managing to catch you once with a claw attack.
One of
Just
them
kind of rakes a claw against your cheek, drawing blood.
And that makes me angry.
And now, as it gets to your turn, the horrible stench just permeates all of your senses. Roll a Constitution saving throw,
Ah, look.
which you fail and have become poisoned. As the poison from this horrible stench courses through you, you now have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of your next turn, at which point you can re-roll that Constitution saving throw. What would you like to do, Alexander? You're at disadvantage for attacks.
I wave my hand in front of my face, and I pull my quarterstaff from my back and smack him. Fuck!
Natural 1. The quarter staff, as soon as you impact it against the thing in front of you, the blood just coursing down its body. Hold on. Where is that? Yeah, it's that one. Coursing down its body. The staff just seems to vibrate against its tough hide, and it just goes flying from your hand, landing about here. What would you like to do?
Doesn't he get an unarmed strike as well?
Oh, that's right, he does. He's a monk. Go for it, Alexander.
I balled my fist and said, screw this. Hiya!
Alright, that actually does hit. So, with the anger coming out from dropping your quarterstaff against this thing, and this thing just grinning at you with a horrible breath, you manage to pull back your fist and punch it right through the space where the arrow is sticking out of it, immediately, basically puncturing its windpipe and causing the blood to course down into it, instantly dropping this thing to the ground.
Hell yeah!
1-inch punch. Aha!
Alright, Drip, your turn.
Hold on. Then I move away.
Can you disengage as a monk? Or that's level 3, you'll get an attack of opportunity on you.
Just stay there. We'll be
I'll just stay there.
Alright.
I don't want to die.
Drip. What is Drip gonna do? Drip is gonna. I'm gonna take a step back, and I'm a guiding bolt.
Which
And I'm
misses.
gonna. I'm gonna use favored by the gods, and add 2d6 to my roll. I'm gonna put that thing up. Oh, 2d4.
First level divine power guards your destiny. If you fail a saving throw or miss with attack, you can roll a 2d4 to add it to the total. Which means roll a 2d4.
12.
7 is 12, which does hit. Guiding bolt smashes into it for 7 radiant. It lets out a loud screech from the pain of it.
Cool.
Its entire face lights up for a minute and just looks like a horrible creature. possibly have never seen one of these before.
And the next attack against it has advantage.
Perfect.
And I'm gonna move a bit further away because I'm not supposed to be in melee.
That would not be why.
Alright, Marquis.
I will hit it again with the bow. I don't see why not. And wha!
Alright, so this time you aim and fire, and you manage to sink one right in the really narrow eye slots there. You just managed to get a really lucky shot. It goes right to the eye, right into the brain, and drops it directly in front of you.
Perfect.
I give him a swift kick to the side.
They're both dead in front of you, but from somewhere down the street you start hearing screams, cries, and the sounds of something clanking. It looks like this is not an isolated incident. It's just part of an attack.
I pick up my quarterstaff and I dash towards the noise.
I'm gonna have to follow him because he's an asset now.
Alrighty.
And after that, I'm gonna run when I see this.
Alright, so Alexander.
Oh, I rolled so
Okay.
bad on guiding
Holy
bolts.
crap! There's more of them.
I rolled
Alright.
3 ones on guiding bolt damage.
So you guys are down the street, and as you walk, you see another strange creature. This one stands a bit taller. Actually, no, it doesn't. I don't think it stands taller than those things. It's just holding itself taller than the other two monsters next on the other side of it. These things are about. Oof. It doesn't actually say what their size actually is. They're medium, so they're probably about the same size as the other things you were just fighting. But you see something that seems to have lit bright orange skin, kind of like standing in between these two creatures, and it's like gesturing with a weapon. And as it looks down the street and sees you guys, it gestures towards you, even as you're hearing screams and cries coming from the nearby buildings.
Okay.
Alright.
Reroll initiative.
Yep, brand new initiative order.
Click your
Alrighty.
token before rolling initiative. That way it should add to the turnover.
I'm a quick boy.
Yes, you are.
Which one do you click? Do you click the?
No, click on your token on the map.
Click on your
yeah.
token on the map
And
then
then
roll
click on initiative on your page, on your sheet. Between
Oh,
armor
okay,
class.
gotcha.
There you
That did it. Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, we're all. We're almost everyone is gonna go before the enemy, except for me.
1 second. I have to throw some commoner tokens down for you and put them on initiative order too, real quick.
Not the commoner.
Yeah, there's like people involved, and these are just like commoner holder tokens. But I've got like other little cards here that tell me what kind of
Oh, I
commoners
see.
they are for the various races and what they might be capable of. So let's just quickly add.
How big are these stone spiky creatures?
They are medium sized.
Huh.
They're human sized, basically.
Troglodytes.
Yep.
I don't like them.
Alrighty. Yeah, that's fine. So, Alexander, you're a bit far off, but you see people are in need. You hear people yelling. What would you like to do?
Well, first I give a quick glance to these houses on the side to see if there's anybody in need.
You don't see any immediate need there. There's no fires. There's no screams coming from those. Most of the activity seems to be coming from the north of you.
Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I stop here at the intersection and look to my left to see if there's anything going on.
Roll a perception check. Yeah, at the moment you don't see anything, but like, there's a couple of people, that's like regular commoners, kind of running down the street, heading back towards the south. But other than that, you don't actually see an enemy coming from that direction at the moment. They might just be getting ahead of the problem.
All right. Well, I hold here and I draw my quarterstaff.
Alrighty. Are you holding an action?
Yes. I like start doing flare with my quarterstaff and I spinning it around my body to intimidate them.
Okay. Marquise, what would you like to do?
I would like to probably right here. And how far away is he?
How far away is the apparent boss? Okay.
This one right here? How far is?
Greater than
Oh,
40
he's well with him.
Yeah, he's about 60 feet, so you're good.
I'll send an arrow his way then. With my longbow here.
Alright. So the arrow just kind of comes... Oops. Why did I move that down? The arrow comes streaking out and just slams into the shoulder of this creature. And it makes that a horrific noise. And speaks in a language you don't understand. Well, I don't think you do. Hold on. What languages do you speak?
Primordial.
I speak Dragonic and Orc.
You speak what?
Dragonic and Orc. And then Common.
Draconic. Okay.
Draconic. Sorry. Do I get fire things? Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Yeah,
that's right.
actually, yeah. That's if you do speak. That's right. You do speak Draconic, so you probably hear you yelling that protect me, you foolish creatures, go after them.
Right on.
And it's like pushing a waving a scimitar in the air. Blinks its eyes at you and rushes over here towards the building. At which point you start hearing more screams. By the way, if you're looking at this map and look at the buildings, consider that these things like full cover for anything that might be in there. Drip.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stand here and throw a firebolt at this guy, but I fail. What's up my rolls? Damn it. Yeah. I'll move over here, get full cover.
Alright. Alright, so this commoner over here, peering out the window, sees the troops moving in and starts running for it. They appear to be just a little kobold. Doesn't look like there's much going on about them. They're like running away in terror.
That's the.
My cat looked up from a dead sleep when you did that.
Sorry.
It's okay, buddy. Nothing's going on.
So let's see. That truck can make it all the way down here at a full run. Its claws out, ready to grab onto anybody who gets close enough. This trog here will do the same. Its claws out, ready to bite and claw at anybody that gets close enough. Alright, next commoner. This one kind of pokes its head out. It's a goblin, kind of orangey, slightly green tinted skin. It has a scimitar in its hand and just like looks around and grimaces. It looks kind of like an older one. Well, you can't really make out too much of its details from here, but yeah, it's gonna like come out here and go charging at the trog, yelling something in Goblin, but it's hard to make out from the distance, even if you do speak Goblin. It's going to.
I speak Goblin.
Well, even at a distance, you can't really make it out. But you can tell if there's Goblin being yelled, but you can't make out what's being said. And you hear a screech coming from the troglodyte as it is hit. And take some damage. Alright. This troglodyte, however, is going to come over here. And you don't see what's happening, but you can probably get a good idea. And the call to arms suddenly cuts off from the guy over there as he is killed by the trogs around the building. This trog's gonna come over here and start chasing down the kobold. You hear some cries of pain coming from this building over here, as whoever's in there is, trying to tangle with the fiery thing that you saw. See that guy's come down here, and now we're back up to Alexander.
Seeing that thing go into the building, I look at Marquise,
Yep.
and I say, "You two handle the first two. I'm going after that other thing."
And he'll give you a quick, pretty much tell you to go.
That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think I'll walk around this thing and try to sneak behind here.
All right. Yeah, it only gives a limited amount of cover. They can still see you from there. It gives you a little bit harder to hit with missile attacks, but these guys don't do missile attacks.
Right.
Marquis, what would you like to do?
I would like to hit this one right here with another arrow attack. At this point, I'm kind of just ranging them out.
All right. Another arrow goes swoosh, and basically embeds itself temporarily into the thing's chest. It grunts, it snaps it off, and you see blood just coursing down its body now.
Fantastic.
You hear a hideous scream come from this building over here, and nothing else. Drip.
I'm gonna move over. I'm gonna move over here, and I'm going to bonus action heal Alexander. Or should I save it? I'll save it, and I'll use shape water to get water out of this basin, right?
Doesn't have anything in it. That's just a flower box. This is a random encounter map, so it's pretty much.
I was hoping.
It's pretty much just set dressing. There's no. This place doesn't get that much water, so it's the equivalent like a sand, like a cactus water, cactus fire block sort of thing.
Damn it! I was gonna make like a floor of ice in front of us so they wouldn't get to us. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna take a few steps back. And let's...
You're not even going to heal? You're not going to do any sort of action?
Oh, wait. I'm going to heal him with healing words. This is my last spell, so don't die.
I don't die. I'm looking die.
Don't die.
Alexander, you get healed for 6.
And I'm going to... Firebolt the same guy I tried to last time, and I'm gonna move back after that.
Which one is that?
This one,
All
the
right.
one that's already shot at, I guess.
So you managed to throw the whip a firebolt right into this guy's face, and he gets knocked back and falls limply to the ground. The little kobold just kind of runs away at this point. You hear it kind of shrieking up the street. Apparently, it was not a fighter. Yeah. So this tribe goes charging around the corner toward Alexander. You have an attack prepared, don't you?
Yeah, I had my staff up. I'm ready.
So make your strike.
He comes up and swipe my stick at him with both hands.
Alright. You manage to thwack it on the head. It kind of looks at you cross-eyed for 1 second and then grins wide with its sharp little teeth. At which
Get away
point,
from me! Bite!
it bites and claws at you.
Miss. Miss. Miss!
Apparently you dazed it just enough so that it couldn't strike you.
Well, hi, you cockeyed bastard. You can't get me.
So more movement. More movement. And more movement. Alex, make your Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh,
No. This thing's awful stench is overwhelming you. You are once again poisoned. And it's like really hard to breathe in this around these things. It smells worse than rotting corpses left out in the sun. It's worse than a sewer or an outhouse backup that's been sweltering there under a hot day. You're practically vomiting at this point.
Here, have some water in the trail.
You have disadvantage on your next attack and saving throw.
I try to whack him again.
Hit him with.
I hit him with one hand. Bam!
Which, unfortunately, because it's a disadvantage, is a natural 1. Once again, your stick goes flying.
It just slips from my hand.
Yep.
Like,
It clatters into the cactus flower box.
and then anger
still-
again.
You still have disadvantage.
And I punch him.
Oh, which this time it does hit, because it doesn't matter. Both those dice would have led. You manage to smack right into his jaws, and you break off a few of his teeth without hurting yourself. It snarls, rearing back from the pain.
I kind of like shake my hand.
Marquis, what would you like to do?
I would to hit him with an arrow. And Kapuya.
And you manage to launch an arrow. It's not even paying attention to you. Alexander, from your perspective, you suddenly see the head of an arrow poke out of this thing's mouth, just as its eyes roll back and it collapses to the ground.
Do I freak out from this, or have I seen enough shit where this doesn't bother me?
If this guy's been hanging out with you and your character's as old as you say, you've probably seen something like that before, but that's up to you.
I kind of like jump back a little bit, seeing it pop out of his mouth, surprised. The blood splatters all over my face.
Yeah.
I just falls over and I give Marquise a look, like, God damn it.
He'll tip his little robot hat to him.
And I give him like the hand sign for thank you.
Right on.
So the fire you can only get about there, which is good because you're right out of its range of the one, of its one missile attack, and it's sitting there grinning at you, even though you've just killed 2 of its companions.
Oh, you know what? Since we have been together for such a long time, can we like know sign language or like a special language all that we know?
Thieves can't, or something equivalent thereof? Sure. Drip,
I mean,
what would
Or
you
just
like
like
to
a
do?
code or something.
like sign language to each other or like some kind of
Yeah,
special word?
you probably have been around enough each other that you kind of
I'm
got
back.
things done. And
Alright,
it's your
cool.
turn too, Drip. Go ahead. You just
sometime-
saw the two troglodytes collapse to the ground. One of them has got an arrow to the back of its head. But there's more coming around the corner, which you can see.
Guys, let's run.
Should we run?
No, let's fight. I'm selfish.
Okay.
Let's see. What's range on acid splash?
Not long.
I mean, 60 feet. I can acid splash. I'm gonna acid splash that dude.
Alright.
So deck save.
Did not save.
5
That's out
acid
another
damage.
screech as acid goes sizzling against its almost fiery skin.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take cover behind this tree.
Alright, pounding feet, and a troglodyte pops around the corner.
Heck yeah.
Another troglodyte. Yeah, that other troglodyte can get to you. The other troglodyte pops around the corner, runs all the way over here, and immediately goes for the attack on Alexander.
Miss. Miss. Miss.
You have some good armor, my friend.
Monk is best monk.
Oh yeah,
Quality.
I like monks. I might be playing a monk soon. Meanwhile, this thing manages to come around the corner, gets about here, grins wide at you, and you hear a sound much like somebody about to hawk a loogie. And
Oof.
it does this. It spits fire at you.
Wouldn't it hit the guy in front of me?
Yeah, it doesn't care.
So I make a 11.
Dexterity saving throw for half damage, or you take full 7 if you miss. Ooh, you take 3 points of damage. And let's see, this guy here. Here's the noise. Unfortunately, it does not make the save, and the hot spit manages to splatter on it. It screeches as it collapses to the ground. Alexander.
I look at the big guy, the two big guys surrounding me,
Mm-hmm.
and I pick up my quarterstaff. Is that an action or a free action?
That's a free action.
I pick up my quarterstaff, I put it on my back, and I run up to this one and give him a double punch.
Alrighty.
My regular attack and then a bonus action. So, punch, fail. Punch, yay!
So the first one definitely missed, but the second one is it's laughing at you for its miss and about getting ready to stab you with its scimitar. Suddenly, you push your fist up and manage to catch it directly under the jaw, and you hear a snap as its neck breaks from the impact, and it collapses in front of you, spilling its scimitar onto the ground.
I pick up the scimitar.
That'll be your free action the next turn.
Okay, cool.
Marky!
Alright. I will hit this boy right here.
Right, scimitar is a monk weapon, right?
Probably have to move over
What?
here.
Scimitar is a monk weapon, right?
It's a finesse weapon. Monks can wield finesse weapons, yes?
Ooh, I think so.
If so,
Monks-
then I think so, but
Monk weapons are
I'm not sure.
any simple weapon.
It's a
every-
weapon.
Every single weapon except heavy.
Yeah, then it's fine then. It's not a heavy weapon. My kobold uses one. My kobold is weak is very weak. She can't hold much of anything, but she likes scimitars. So it's up to you. What are you shooting at?
I will be shooting at the box.
At this guy?
Yep,
Alright.
that one right there. And booyah!
Alright, you fire an arrow. It's busy looking towards the direction of Alexander and its fallen companion, and nearly rocks back as it's hit in the shoulder by the arrow. The arrow just goes punching right through, and immediately swings its gaze in your direction.
Alright.
And it yells to its companion, in Draconic, "Get that one over there, the metally one." Drip, what would you have to do?
I'm gonna acid splash, and because they're next to each other, it's gonna hit both of them.
Alright.
2 damage.
Alright.
I mean, it's 4 damage because it's 2 people. So the first one fails.
Both of them
Second one
failed,
failed.
both of them take 2 damage. Alright. The acid kind of sizzling off that body. Meanwhile, the Trug... Ooh, can't quite get to you. But, unfortunately, it's under orders because that's what its master yelled it to do, and is running right in this direction with its claws out. Meanwhile, the fire newt, the red thing takes a few steps forward, notices Alexander's there, and decides to change its course and runs to you since you have a body of its companion over there, and makes 2 attacks with its scimitar.
Miss.
Both miss.
I block both of them with like I kind of like step out of the way.
Like you know kung
on,
fu and can counter do anything. And now it's on your turn.
I pick up the scimitar that his companion dropped.
All right.
And I come around with it and drop down to one knee and slash it mid waist.
All right, that is a miss. As it visibly undulates its body backwards, its lips pull back in a snarl as it gazes down at you.
And then I jump up from one knee and do a Superman punch.
All right. Ooh, which does hit. And you break off a few more of this. You break off some more teeth. You break off a Trog's teeth earlier, and now this thing. It spits out another tooth, and you see the gouts of blood just dripping down its face, and a bit sizzling here and there. Marquis, what would you like to do?
What do I do?
Yep.
I will pull out my whip and I will hit this boy right here.
Alright.
And let's try this out. See how this does. Not too bad. It's a long bow.
He's a steampunk Belmont.
Apparently.
Steampunk robots are awesome. Yeah, the whip comes whipping around it, and you see the whole line of blood now leaking down its chest.
Do you know Steam Powered Giraffe?
I've heard of it.
Right.
I've even heard a song or two. I do not own any of the music.
Ooh, I think
No. Drip, go ahead.
I'm gonna firebolt the guy who's closest to me because I'm scared. My damage is so high.
Yeah, it seems to shrug it off as it continues to come forward. Though, thankfully for you, Drip, not at you, but at its target that was designated.
I was also gonna run away.
All right. Well, yeah, you can run away. So the thing comes forward and attempts to attack the robot.
Ooh.
Bite, claw.
Oh, that.
Yeah,
That
it just basically bites down on your shoulder and then tries to. One claw just misses off your metal exoskeleton, and the other one just comes in, and there's like a crunching noise as it crushes part of your external makeup.
Ooh.
How much health do you have?
Because I'm a fighter, I'm 12.
Meanwhile, this thing up here, even though it seems to be pretty badly hurt, continues to attack with its scimitar. And misses both times. Second time, the scimitar actually falls from its hands as you dodge out of the way, possibly riposting it or whatever. Like, your hand...
I riposte it.
Yeah, your hand comes up, blocks it, and it causes the scimitar to fall out of its hand.
And then I run him through with the scimitar.
Go for it. Let's see if it works. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. Basically, it's shocked as you managed to push the scimitar out of its hand and stab it in the same motion with your other hand, right through the chest. Its eyes just kind of looks shocked, and then it collapses to the ground.
And then I take my movement and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Marquis, up to you.
That's me? Alright.
Wait, hold on.
Since
Can I dash and kind of shoulder block him?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Since he's closer to me, I'll use the rapier. Boop.
Yep.
And
This thing looks like it's getting ready for round 2. You take out the rapier and you stab it right through one of the wounds that you'd already opened up on it with your whip and with Drip's firebolt.
Heck
Causing it
yeah.
to collapse to the ground.
hell yeah.
Meanwhile, as you guys are wiping the sweat off your brow, or MK over there possibly leaking oil, you're hearing a bell in the distance, and basically the general sound of alarm coming from other directions. But a particularly central bell seems to be sounding now, possibly a gathering place.
I walk up to Marquise and I start to inspect the damage.
It's nothing major.
Guys, I think we should get going. I don't like being here.
Also, I pick up the other scimitar from the other fire guy.
Yeah, so now you have 2 scimitars.
Yes, and they hang each hanging off one hip on each side. But I start inspecting his damages, and if it's anything major or needs immediate repair.
It's not it's major. I'll be fine.
Is he? You said he was leaking oil.
I would imagine he's leaking oil. I mean, it's just it's like you guys are sweating blood. Maybe he's got oil coming down off him. It's just for flavor here. It's not meant to say that it's not meant to say there's anything fatal. It's just the equivalent of a human leaking blood.
Oh yeah, but I still want to fix it.
Yep. So you'll need to find a place because right now you're still in the middle of a battle zone across the town.
Yep.
You can even smell fires are being set. There's like this distinct odor of burning in the air now, and there's a huge roar coming from somewhere outside the gates of the town.
Would I, as a person who's been here for a few days, know what that means?
The bell means under attack, get to the keep, sort of noise. You think you might even know how to get to the keep from here.
Alright guys, we need to go to the keep. You guys go up front. I'll be in the back.
But you know your way around here, so why not,
You lead, yeah.
I'll tell you guys to go left or right. I don't want to be up front, okay? I can't dodge. I can't. If they get close to me, I'm dead, dudes. I'm scared.
I just sigh and say, "Come on," and I dash off towards.
So, are you guys going to try to hide yourselves at all, or are you just running down the street like crazed, insane people?
I mean, crazed, insane people sounds like crap. So let's just go.
Okay.
I mean, but then we blend in, don't we?
Well, you don't see other people around. In fact, as you turn one corner, you see a couple people being stabbed by more of those weird fiery dudes, or being clawed apart by the stinky monsters that they come here with.
I turn and I try to save them, or do I see that they're already just dead or injured?
Well, these sort of events are happening all over the place at the moment. Like, people are fighting. Some people are dead. If you're going to try to save them, I will put more down on the board for you.
I think our best chance of survival is to get to the keep and try to keep the keep safe.
But
everyone
they're in trouble.
Yeah, but the bells mean that the keep isn't doing well either.
I just grit my teeth and say fine and keep running forward.
Alright. Yeah, these guys are just too busy paying attention to each other and don't notice that you slipped by them. Do you continue to run down the street, or do you do anything else?
Well, if we run by any shops, I wouldn't mind doing a little bit of looting, like potion shops or.
I mean, if he's up for it, I'm down.
Right. The moment you turn a corner, basically towards a shop over here, you come across several more of these guys that are inside the shop. One of them just ate, apparently, the owner of the shop, and now they look up. One of them's jaws are just covered in gore, and they gaze out at you guys. And
what kind of shop is this?
It looks like it used to be some kind of alchemy
General
shop.
goods? Oh, perfect.
Even better. Alrighty.
Yoo-hoo! Tree! I'm doing great.
I point my scimitar at him, and I just growl at him.
Oh, we're doing great, guys.
Brother.
I mean, they're doing
Dang, that's a
great
nat
as well.
one on initiative.
Yeah, I mean, you still rolled higher than me.
Alexander, what would you like to do?
I rush in, and I slice with the scimitar.
and then give him a front kick.
Ooh, that guy just goes launching over against the back of the stall thing and just like collapses into a pile as you do that. Good for you. So this trog with its jaws covered in gore comes charging right at you and looks intent on making you its next meal. Bite, claw.
I dodge to bite, and he catches me with his claws.
Yep.
And
Just goes slash. And I think you
slash
collapse.
slashes me.
Yep.
I
Slash and slash, collapsing you to the ground.
He
Mark
slashes
Perry?
me and then stabs me in the stomach, and I just fall down backwards.
Oh, dear. And the next one kind of just looks down, grins at its friend. Oh god.
Should have saved healing
And
word.
gets advantage on all of its attacks because you were currently unconscious, which would also be as any of them that hit is an instant death saving throw loss.
Oh,
So wait, I have one failure.
aren't they concerned about the
Not
two
yet.
guys?
Not yet. I have to make that first. I just wanted to switch toggle over to hold on. Wrong one. Advantage toggle. There we go. It's an advantage, and it gets 3 attacks on you. Death. The third one misses. You're not dead. Good for you.
Fuck.
Mark 3, we have a problem.
You did just fail 2 death saving throws though.
Okay.
I should have saved my healing word. I made a mistake.
You can also grab him and run if you like.
I can grab him and run.
Yes, you may.
I'll pull him
I
out.
honestly
Alright.
don't like killing people at first level, not if it can be helped.
I'll grab him and then pull him out.
But these guys are ravenous, they will continue to attack. So,
They will what?
no, but these guys are ravenous, and unlike some of the guys who will ignore somebody once they've dropped, they'll continue to attack so they can eat the body. So, yeah, you're coming over there, you just need a strength saving throw to make sure you can pick them up.
A strength save? you
Or, no,
said?
straight strength check, not a saving throw. Straight strength,
Athletics.
athletics, there we go.
Come on. Athletics? Okay.
Yep.
Athletics, come on.
Alright, you grab him up in your hand just as as this guy is finished clawing at him. They grin, they grin at you, but all is well, and you get to grab him and move at this point.
Okay. Pull him back. Probably over here. That's right. Yep. And I assume that's my turn.
Yeah.
Alright. In that case, can I do this as a bonus act? Just a thing. I'll use my bonus action to second wind.
Alright.
So that's 1d10 plus.
1.
So
Yeah,
give me
you can feel bits of dents in your metal skeleton, exoskeleton, just kind of repairing itself, pushing back outward,
perfect.
and leaks stopping on you.
I'm in it for the long haul.
Yeah, it's a good thing you can self-heal. Nobody else can heal you.
Yep.
I just cough blood.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, because Alexander still is going to die in a minute if he doesn't get stabilized. Drip, what do you want to know?
How much blood did the troglodyte that get murdered lose? How much blood is in the vicinity?
You can't see him from where you're at.
I don't care about him, I care about the blood. Is there a trail
You
of blood?
can't see the blood either. He got pushed all the way back in and collapsed on the
You're
ground.
talking about my blood.
No, you
Alright,
said the troglodyte.
I'll move over here, and I'll try to stabilize him, I guess.
That would be a medicine check.
Yeah, I'll try to stabilize him. Yeah.
Good. He's stabilized. He's not awake. But you did manage to reach over and find where he was bleeding out, and managed to stop it from bleeding out just a field dressing. If any wrong move, however, if he's dropped, any more damage done to him, will still kill him though. Like if you guys suddenly get caught in an attack, he's dead.
I'm gonna run further away into the bushes. Like I don't want to be seen by these guys.
So, Marquis, is your intention just to continue to run to get out of here?
I would assume so. Best.
So,
Yeah, I'll follow.
So, as long as you guys are staying that far away, the two trogs in there turn on their dead companion and start ripping apart the body. Ignoring you guys completely now that you're no longer standing at the door.
As we're running, Drip is gonna look at Marky and he's gonna go, "You should keep him on a closer watch. He's a bit of a loose cannon."
Understandable. Oh well. We'll act as he chooses. But I agree. Within reason, keep him on a relatively short leash.
Alright, so as you come around another corner, you see a woman with a spear in her hand, just kind of like stabbing down into the now recently killed body of one of these trogs. She's like, just kind of pushing into the ground and grimacing, wiping a bit of blood, running a bit of blood and sweat from her brow, and looks up towards you guys. Another hurt one. Let's get to the keep. Come on, this way. She kind of waves her hands towards you.
Yeah, well,
And
wait, I'll trust her. She killed a troglodyte. I'm not the smartest at the moment. I'll trust her.
She's in armor. She's wielding a spear. She's human. And she appears to be pretty much by herself at the moment. Drip, since you've been in town for a bit, you notice the kind of markings and little tabard on her armor basically is the symbol for the crossroads area. And the fact that she's clearly a human warrior means that she probably doesn't have any real direct ties to the nearby nation of Faraday. Since their humans are not looked at as being warrior types, they're kind of told not to join any of the military bits. They're it's part of their societal alignment in that part of the world. But out here, people are pretty much free to do what they want.
Do you know what's going on?
Understandable.
We're under attack. I'm not sure by what, but these are definitely troglodytes. For the last couple of days, we've been seeing weird signs to the south about some sort of creatures out there in the woods, but most thought it was, some sort of fire creatures like their leaders. I'm not entirely sure what those are, but these are definitely troglodytes. I don't know what the troglodytes and those fiery things are doing together, but apparently they're attacking us here at the crossroads. Come on, we have to get to the keep.
Alright, we'll follow.
The keep. Yeah, we'll follow. What's the situation at the keep?
Everybody's rallying there. We're supposed to get to the keep and for defenses. We can easily put up more defenses against what's going on here. Come on.
Good.
We should be able to help out your friend if we get there.
Wait, did I drop my scimitar?
You did drop one of your scimitars. You still have another one.
Oh, I dropped my scimitar.
I'll go pick it up for him.
It's too far back, and the troglodytes are.
Oh, it is? Oh,
there.
never mind. God
Yeah.
dang it.
He wouldn't even be able to tell you because he's unconscious.
Exactly. So after she leads you through a couple of the streets, kind of away from some of these weird patrols of troglodytes and those fiery thingies. Well, not really fiery. They're not actually on fire. They're red and look like there's fire inside of them.
Right.
It kind of leads you around until finally you get to a rallying point with a whole bunch of other people, humans, goblins, kobolds, a few kenku. You don't see any other genasi. You don't see any others of your kinds. You guys are all unique here. The Warforged is still getting some weird looks even during this tense standoff, but She quickly ushers you guys inside, and then goes to stand at the door and says, "There should be a small clinic area over there." She kind of gestures in a direction where there's a bunch of moaning people. Some of them have like small burns, others have cuts and bruises. A lot of people look like they're shell shocked. Like there's like kobolds like kind of cuddled together in corners, like kind of shivering and curled up. Like this is not what they're not expecting to be under attack here.
Understandably so.
Yeah.
Drip is gonna go towards where the people are that are defending, and he's gonna stay towards the back and help out.
All right.
Trying to take kind of a supporting / leadership position.
Marquis will follow him.
Yeah. So meanwhile,
Basically.
Alexander has been put in the medical area, and while in there, it's actually a Catharian, comes over and like lays on hands and whispers saying various incantations over you, and you suddenly feel about 5 hit points come back into your body, Alex.
Do I wake up?
Yes, you do.
I slowly wake up, and I try to lean up, still kind of being in shock, in battle mode.
Yeah, around you, you're like you're lying on a cot right now. Around you, there are lots of other people who are injured, unconscious. They seem to be triaging people by stabilizing general civilians, and then people like you, they're getting a little bit of health back, probably because you're in armor, you've got weaponry on you, and maybe if you get some health back, you'll be able to help protect this place better.
I shoot up and I scream ah, trying to draw my scimitar.
A few people cry out as you do that, and fall up against the walls. And you hear shouts of "Calm, he's just upset. Don't worry, everybody's upset." And
I just look around wild-eyed, taking in where I am, and then I just pass right back out.
Oof.
So Drip and Marquis, you guys are just at the door helping people in. Eventually, the trickle of civilians slows and stops, but the fires and stuff like that does not appear to be abating as much. There's a couple more, the sudden horn blow comes from the top of the keep, 3 sharp bursts, followed by silence to the bell. At which point, the guards at the door usher everybody who's still outside inside and start barring it.
Okay. So what does everyone seem to be doing?
People are huddled in corners. Some people are, looking around for supplies, trying to keep others calm. You hear a lot of people in the throes of panic or despair. The attack on this size is very, very much a traumatizing experience. And these guys are pretty much mostly just civilians. There are guards of various kinds, and of course there's some older types who were probably guards or adventurers or bandits in an earlier life, but had retired and taken up farming or something.
Right.
Some grizzled older folks. You see various goblins like that. They've got scars all over them, sometimes missing eyes, and old tarnished weapons on their person, but don't look like they've seen fighting in a while.
I see. Interesting.
I'm just knocked out on the cot.
Yeah. So after a few hours, a lot of the sound from the outside just diminishes, and eventually, Alex, you come to another period of wakefulness. At which point you'll get the equivalent of, all of you have gotten the equivalent of a short rest by this point, so you'll be able to use short rest healing up.
Yeah, my hit dice.
I get my powerful favored by the gods ability back. A free saving throw.
I'm +9, so I'm almost full healed.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have any spells.
Alright. So, what would you guys like to do now?
Probably just see what the go around, see if there's anyone like that I could talk to, or like try and figure out what's going on.
I get up and I start trying to help people recover and pass out provisions and blankets and things like that.
That's always nice. So eventually, you end up seeing that woman who helped escort you here. Yeah, she's heading off to one side where there's a couple of people gathering around. The most notable of them is a Durgar, who looks like he might be in charge here. He's got like the really dark skin and a white beard and white eyes, and he just kind of like is kind of shaking his head a bit. And this just seems to be talking to this, to the woman who helped you out here.
Who is nearest to him? Because I'm in on the medical ward, helping them like take care of people.
When you say who's the nearest to him, do you mean your character or something else?
But to the guy who you just described.
All right. Well, he's in a group of other people, including, like I said, the woman who helped you here. Like they're all just gathered around a small table. You can kind of see them through another room. There too, that tabaxi who healed you. You remember seeing her briefly when you woke up for a moment. But for the most part, she is sitting there at a table now, like wringing her hands. There's a couple of other people, like some gruffer, older types. Another human who looks like he probably saw some combat at some point the years before, but is now probably again another retired adventurer or warrior type who now spends his day doing something else entirely. He's just grabbed on his armor and didn't even have time to button it up properly, so it's missing bits and pieces.
Damn.
Yeah.
You got here in a rush.
I mean, you know how have you ever looked at the armor donning tables? It actually takes quite a bit of time to don your armor.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you can have some very fun battles in the middle of the night. People don't have their AC all up to stuff.
This is true.
But yeah. But yeah, these guys, they're all gathered around. They seem to be talking in dire situations, and the Durgar is just kind of sitting there and just listening occasionally, shaking his head, closing his eyes, and just listening and looking up at them and talking. But you really can't hear them from the distance. They're talking kind of in hushed tones.
And
Trip is gonna go talk to the goblins.
So you got a couple of goblins who are over in a corner pulling together a few provisions. One of them has a fire going, and they are in the middle of skinning what looks to be rats to put on a what's it called, skewer. They're in the middle of skinning some rats to put on a skewer and put over the fire. And they look up at you as you come over.
Interesting.
I'm gonna talk in Goblin, of course, and I'm gonna start prevailing the words of my deity, and that the Water God will grant protection to those who are willing to follow.
They kind of like stare at you in confusion. It's like, why are you trying to administer to us? They say back in Goblin.
For these are dire times, and the God of Water will lead you to a paradise of eternal peace.
They kind of look at each other and just kind of chuckle a bit as as you say that sort of thing. And one of them says, "Piss off! We're having a bad night."
Aren't we all?
Are all the people by this time have all the people gotten their fill and blankets and things? Like,
As many blankets as can be found, but that's not enough for everybody. A lot of people, came running without anything, and it was like, it was, the evening. People were gathered around for meals. They weren't in bed. They didn't like grab on a sheet. I mean, at least they're wearing clothing. They're not like wearing their bedclothes. But most people like didn't get a chance to carry anything with them. I mean, probably those that stayed behind to gather stuff were the ones that got killed in their homes or got killed out in the street.
well, I walk out of the medical ward and I meet back up with Markeith and Drip.
All right, Marquise will be waiting there for him. Then he'll say, "Well, I can see why they chose to attack. This place isn't exactly the most well fortified."
I mean, at least we're kind of safe here.
Yes, but for how long? I don't doubt the abilities of some warmen, but they can barely defend themselves. Then who's to say that we can do anything for them? Or how long it'll be until we're overrun?
Well, we can always get back out there and prevent any of those situations from happening.
We could,
Last
but
time that happened, you were knocked unconscious.
That's also
Yeah.
because I was caught off guard.
I would have a long night sleepover before we go out there. If we are going to do that, we need to be well rested.
A long night's rest might mean we get caught unguarded.
Yeah, but if
No,
we go out now,
we
we're in the
won't.
dark.
We won't. I think, would, what is it? Would Alexander know that Marquise doesn't need sleep?
Yeah, I mean, if you helped rebuild him, or if he's been around you for a long time, then definitely.
Okay, so
I
less
mean,
of
if Alexander, sorry, but I'm not used to voices sometimes. I can't remember who's who. My bad.
sorry.
This
Um,
is Loyal Hound. Hello, this is Loyal. This is Alexander. Hi.
Yeah,
This is Marquise.
so it's gonna take me a while to keep that all straight in my head.
Right. It's alright, no worries.
I do over time, no worries.
I walk up to the table where they are talking, and I kind of step in between two people.
At this point, they kind of look at you in confusion. The Durgar at the center of the table kind of tilts his head back, gazes at you with his white eyes, which appear to be like kind of like more like backlit or glowing themselves, and says, "Is there a reason you're interrupting our meeting?"
Yes, there is. What resources do we have to go back out there and defend the town?
That is exactly what we are in here discussing. You do not appear to be a member of this town. You appear to be a traveler trapped here with the rest of us.
That is true. I am I am a traveler, but I also am willing to defend this town.
He kind of like looks you up and down, taking a look at what's happened to you. You look like you did not do too well yourself, that you've spent time healing.
All great warriors get caught off guard.
Yes, that is true.
All the, you didn't see how many I laid before me before I got caught off guard.
I do
As I
not even
cracked
know.
my knuckles,
He says, I do not even know who you are.
I put up my hand and I say, Alexander.
He looks at your hand, and some of the other people, gaze at your hand suspiciously. Uh, I am Stracklin Darkhorn, mayor of this town.
Well, Dreckland,
Darkhorn.
Darkhorn.
Stracklin Darkhorn.
I'll just call you Darkhorn.
Hmm.
Well, Darkhorn, it seems like you need some help. I'm willing to offer my help and my companion also.
What kind of companion do you offer?
I point to the giant metal construct behind me.
You see the white eyes just kind of flick towards the contract, and the Durgar kind of tilts his head back even further. Such a strange looking fellow.
Yes, I found him out in the desert on my travels, and I rebuilt him myself. Come to find out, he just wasn't a construct, but an actual sentinel being, and I gave him life back. Gave him his life back.
I see. The
Yeah.
Durgar doesn't seem entirely impressed, but then again, it might be that you don't. This might be the only Durgar you've ever met, and the way he.
Drip is. Oh,
What's Strip doing?
Drip was gonna step in, but continue what you're doing.
Alright.
Yeah,
I said this is probably the first Durgar you've ever met, so it's hard to tell whether the way he talks is genuine disinterest or simply the way Durgar are.
Let's see. This is the thing about Alexander. He don't care.
Good.
He don't care if he's impressed or not. He's not here to impress. He's here to help.
Drip steps in and goes like, look at it this way. We're a bunch of people out of town, and we are volunteering to do something that's not advised to ever do if you want to stay alive. So I mean, you might as well take advantage of the situation, right?
Yes.
Hold on. Can we say that I collected some of the teeth of the monsters I put down?
You would have to set it at the time.
Aw, damn it.
You have to do it at the time.
I know.
And
But
anytime
damn.
you spend collecting that sort of stuff, there's another chance that somebody else could come along and ambush you in that sort of situation.
I mean, if you want proof that we killed some of them,
No,
I'll pull out.
I can see the proof on your bodies at the moment. I do not need other proof.
we
Look,
would
just
be.
tell us where to go, and we'll do our best to clear the town. Any citizens trapped behind a wall of enemies?
Well, we again are simply discussing this now. We should have some idea of what to do next soon.
Is there a map of the town in front of them?
No, there's not.
Damn.
Drip is gonna address Alexander and say, how about we let the people with authority and knowledge of the town handle this? They'll contact us if they'll need, because they'll need us. So don't worry. We'll be sent on our suicide mission, but they'll figure out where we should go.
He said, "Come on, you're embarrassing us. Stop it." It's like a kid in the candy store and they're sitting there yelling about like, "Come on, give me candy!" It's like, "Come on, you're embarrassing us."
Stop it! None of that.
I just sigh and I nod at Darkhorn and say, "We're here if you need us."
He nods a bit. We might have something for you shortly. Now, go get some rest and we will discuss it then.
I nod and walk away, but straight towards the front door.
Can we get a long rest?
Yeah, it's up to you guys. If you wish to attempt a long rest,
Do you guys want healing? That's the question.
Is there a way to climb up to a window?
not really. The windows are all like, bunched to get, currently everybody, anybody with archers at the moment are all like kind of bunched around any windows there might be if they're not already boarded up, to keep watch outside.
Okay, well, I'll make my way up to the second floor to see if there's any windows available that I can look out of.
No, that's all the windows in the keep are basically either boarded over right now or guarded by archers, is what I'm trying to say.
Fine, I head up to the steeple, damn it, and I'll sit on the roof.
Which also has guards up there. They're keeping watch. And as you get up to the roof, you're hearing murmurs about somebody seeing something large and flying in the sky not long ago. There's also drifts of smoke coming up from the town, blocking up more of the visibility, especially since it's nighttime.
Well, I kind of nudge past the guard and then I jump down to the roof.
You're gonna say, "Hey, you won't be able to get back in if you do that."
Hey, what?
If you're jumping down on the roof, it's unlikely you'll be able to get back in. You're basically getting yourself killed here.
I'm getting myself what?
If you're jumping down off the steeple onto the roof, you're not going to be able to get back in, and you're basically killing your character.
I'm not.
I think he's
one of the
back
guards
into
stopped
the
me.
keep, not
And
outside of the keep.
Basically, anybody who leaves outside of the keep right now is not going to be able to get back in. Therefore, they're going to be by themselves, isolated, and unable to be helped when large swaths of enemies come and kill them.
I think he wanted to get off the roof, not out of the keep. Or am I wrong?
He said he hopped over the roof.
no, I didn't hop off the roof. I hopped onto the roof.
You're on the roof already, is what I was saying.
Oh, well, I thought it was like one of those steeples, and then
No,
it dropped down to the roof.
If you drop down to the roof from up there, you're not going to be able to get back in. There's no. It's a turret you're standing in at the moment.
Well, fine. I pop my head up from the stairs and like take a look around.
As I said, there's a lot of guards up there. They're all standing around and mumbling about the flying thing they saw in the dark.
I just sigh and say, and just walk back down to the main floor. And I find Marquise again. It's like, man, there ain't no window. There isn't any windows available. I can't see outside.
I should
Well, you did. You saw the smoke drifting up as you got up onto the roof. Onto the top of the turret, the roof area where more guards were standing. They're all up there because there's they can see from a vantage point, and they saw something flying up there. So it's not like they're going to leave those points unguarded at this junction.
I look at Drip and Marquise. I says, well, we might as well just go ahead and get some sleep.
I agree with that statement.
Nice.
And then I guess we go find a place to lay down and sleep.
All right.
I pull my hood over my head and just fall asleep.
So, well, you occasionally hear shouts and some sounds from the outside of which sounds like attack and people defending and arrows being launched. You do manage to get the equivalent of a long rest during this night, even with all the you're huddled together with all the other refugees. Um, as the sun starts to come up, you wake up. You're not entirely rested. In fact, you basically, while you've got your hit dice back and your spells back and everything, you all have a level of exhaustion for sleeping on the ground and occasionally being woken up. Uh,
I
My
still have a
favorite
sleeping
story.
bag.
well, it's still a very, with all the noise around and being woken up every once in a while, it's still not a very good sleep. So you get a level of exhaustion.
Do my failures go away?
Yes, your saving throws go away.
Yeah, those go away as soon as you get stabilized, I think.
Wait,
Yeah.
so does Marquise get a little?
Except for Marquis, who is awake. Yeah, we got the other two. Yeah, Marquis. If you have a rest cycle, you rested and you don't get exhaustion. The other two, unfortunately, Drip and Alex both get a level of exhaustion. You just get your spell. They just get their spells, abilities, and hit dice back at the moment. You can smell
Could be
at this
worse.
point some kind of porridge being cooked. Several cauldrons nearby bubbling. People are talking in whispered voices. You're hearing sounds of somebody mentioning that they think that some of the people who were on watch last night, staring up at the sky, said that they thought they saw a dragon fly by at one point,
Oh shit!
which has apparently made the rounds, and everybody is now terrified that they might be under attack by some sort of dragon out there. Meanwhile, you can see that woman with that you came here with. She is currently pulling together various troops and assignments, and she glances over towards the group of you. It's like, you're awake. Go ahead. You were saying something?
I was gonna ask if we could take a quick break before we get into it.
Sure.
Oh, so I'm up
We can take a break. Yeah.
right here.
5 minutes. Yeah.
Cool.
I am such a badass.
Hell yeah!
Slash, cut, kick, and then get stabbed repeatedly with claws.
Okay, I'm discount ranger. We're chilling here. Yes.
I thought you would have like a steampunk rifle or something.
No, you. Okay, so the funny thing with the gunslinger is you don't get any of that until you hit level 3. Because the gunslinger.
Keep breaking in and out, man.
Sorry. The funny thing about the gunslinger is technically it is it's a subclass for the fighter,
Right.
so you don't get anything until you hit level.
That sucks.
It's all right. I mean, at the expense of getting to ask the DM, "Hey, I want to make a gun," or "Hey, I want to," pretty much. You get to use guns in a fantasy game, so it's you have to take some liberties with it, I suppose.
So, are you using ball bearings or are you using lead and gunpowder?
Probably lead and gunpowder.
Nice.
Yep, it'll be fun once I finally get to it. But yeah, no, the gunslinger is supposed to be like I said, it's a subclass. A lot of what it is, though, is they have like skill shots, which are a lot of fun. Yeah. Computer's falling asleep.
Wait,
That's
what?
so good.
What did you say?
So my computer's falling asleep.
Uh,
Yup.
I would have killed all three of them, but
I feel like they jumped y'all.
Yeah, and he got lucky with those rolls.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe I am 17 armor class at level 1.
That's pretty nuts.
Of course, I'm an 18 dexterity
As you do.
with unarmored defense.
Hell yeah. That's a monk, alright. If I ever done seen one.
And I'm back.
Good lordy, though. You good?
And then next level, I get my key unlocked.
Hell yeah, brother. That's where the real fun began.
Yep. Key point, punch, punch. Key point, punch, punch.
Pretty much.
Hold on, that means I can use 2 key points as a bonus action and get 4 attacks.
Yeah, but you want to hold on to those because you don't know when you get the. You'll have time to get them back.
You can spend these points to fuel various key features, station different, finish a short or long rest. At the end of which you draw all expendable key back into yourself. You must spend at least 7 minutes of the rest meditating to regain your key points.
Hell.
So yeah. But don't worry, I know I am not like just balls to the wall gonna spend out 4 key points on a normal enemy. I'll kick him in the nuts.
Hell yeah.
Then you kick him in the face.
That's the fun about playing a monk attack. You could put out a lot of damage for a dex fighter.
A squishy deck spider at that.
Uh-huh.
I only have 2 constitution.
I'll say that's why you gotta play him like a dodge tank, otherwise you're gonna get screwed.
That's why I have 17 armor class.
Hell yeah. Pretty much.
I wonder what subclass I'm going to take. Monastic tradition.
Yep. There's a lot of good ones out there.
Way of the open hand.
Definitely.
I can dick slap somebody.
Definitely a good one.
Way of the 4 elements. That's confusing. And then Way of the Shadow.
Way of the 4 elements pretty much.
Drunken Master for the win.
Drunken Master. Drunken Master is like if you move around a lot.
You should tell them about your Drunken Master and what happened to him.
My drunken master was too into alcohol. He went into a portal and went to the Feywild, where he drank some booze and got the booze.
Literally, he turned blue.
Yeah. Then he met some weird fellow. He might have been a dragon, and he rolled some dice and got some nice stats because he got 2 20s in ability scores, and then he rolled some more and he became a demon and lost his tongue.
Hell yeah.
And that's the end of that drunken monk.
And his head is now made him immune to telepathy and other things like that, so he can't even talk telepathically or be given telepathic instructions.
Holy crap.
It's hilarious.
That character just died. Now he is a path of a dragon.
That's great.
He's just a sad drunk devil in the corner of that guy's mansion.
Pretty.
Yeah, basically. His
pretty good.
latest weird servant. He collects oddities. It's one of his favorite things. But anyway, if you guys are ready for back in the game,
Yes, ma'am.
first off, you're now level 2.
We need that.
Well, that was fast.
Well,
We
you
killed
did
a
get
lot of-
you did get through a couple of encounters.
Alrighty. Interesting. Expecting this.
I mean, we killed a bunch of troglodytes, and troglodytes are pretty strong.
Oh, I got a crit. Crit failure on my roll.
Yeah. Troglodytes are a 1-4 challenge rating.
Can I re-roll that since it was a 1?
No.
Oh,
Which makes them only slightly stronger than kobolds. Which is why I only threw like a couple of them out instead of a whole bunch of kobolds.
How do you level up with Charactermancer?
There are 2 selections. The bottom one, the first one is new character. The second one is character leveler. You have to pay attention to which level you're putting things in if you're multi-class. But other than that, you just do that. It automatically adds 1 to your current to your current class level, and you just keep going through with any selections you need to do.
So where is that? Is that on the character sheet or is that where exactly?
Gear icon.
Oh, the icon?
Gear icon, and then scroll all the way down, bottom right somewhere.
Yeah.
Should I take sleep so we have more control over one? Oh, shield. I might need shield actually.
Bottom. Find it. Where you go?
Oh, I have a dumb idea. How many? I only get 1 spell. Technically speaking, I can just bail if I take it.
Are you gonna pull a fawn and get invisibility and just bamf, or just
Oh,
go invisible?
I can't.
Maybe you want.
I can't do invisibility, but I can do disguise self, turn into a troglodyte, and just walk out.
I think that takes time to do. You should
No,
check-
disguise self, the spell, just is an action.
All right.
But I don't know if I want to take it.
Sworn it was like a 1-minute casting time or something. Let me double check. Oh, it
I
is
think-
1 action. Interesting. Yeah,
I
I would have
think you're
assumed.
talking-
Yeah, I would have assumed that it was like something that you could really only do out of combat, but it says 1 action. It doesn't give you any other
Yeah.
time. Well, most other things like require like 1 minute or like even sometimes an hour to do.
Hey, get it. Sweet. Massive health pool. I love fighters. God damn it.
I got 0. Maybe I should just take false life and get myself some more HP.
and now I'm even more unhittable.
And now I'm even harder.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get myself some more HP.
I now have flurry of blows. Key, patient defense.
Oh, I
Hell
forgot you got that at 2nd level.
Oh yeah, and I also get action stars. This will be fun. Wait, do I get action stars? Yes, I do. Yes.
And unarmored movement. Starting at 2nd level, your speed increased by 10. Ha ha! Dangly parts.
Nice.
Why didn't it add the spell?
You may want to double check. I was checking something on your page real quick, and I might have accidentally hit something. I'm sorry.
What are you talking about?
I'll just import it.
Just make sure your level is proper.
Yeah, it's 2. It should
Cool.
be. Okay. Yeah.
Oh! You trying to change my character sheet? I see how it is. Trying to fool me.
I'm
Trying to
gonna
modify
start.
great. You can't change greatness.
Oh wait,
Oh, it only lasts an hour. Ugh.
Yeah. Remember, you're early level still, so.
are there any training dummies in the keep?
Can you repeat that, please?
Are there any training dummies in the keep?
No, at the moment, all spaces are filled to the capacity with refugees. So even if there are training dummies, none of them are usable at the moment because there are people bunked there.
Well, fine. I use one of the refugees as a training dummy.
Uh, yeah, that's not gonna happen. If you wish to try it, you can. But I'm telling you right now, as GM, you will be surrounded by everybody. Assume that you're an enemy, put in chains, or outright killed. And I do not really want to have to make you roll another character for doing something like that. So I'm cautioning you away for right now. Later on in a game, it's like you could do what the hell you want, deal with the consequences. Right now, that's just gonna screw everybody.
Well, I was just joking anyway. I wasn't really going to do it. I'm a chaotic good character.
I thought I was the evil one.
Just pick up a small child and start like juggling them with my feet.
Wait, what?
I said pick up a small child and start juggling him with my feet like a soccer ball. I'm not really doing that. That's just a joke. So
Alright, oh, my HP isn't right. I fucked up somehow. It should be 12, not 14. Oh, I accidentally rolled twice, that's why. Soul, what's your HP? Because you rolled twice for HP, and that shouldn't be right.
Oh, did I roll twice on accident?
I mean,
I think it just automatically updates based on whichever the rolls are instead of adding them together.
Because my con's a +2. My
Yeah.
starting with
so 2 plus you're a fighter, right? So that's 10. So that's
Yeah.
12. So you should be at 18. No, 20?
20.
No,
Got it.
no, 18. Because it's 12 plus 6.
Got it. Problem solved.
Exhaustion, I don't like it. One more level, and
So-
I become all powerful.
So you're the human woman whose name she explains is Linen. Looks at you guys and is saying saying I'm handing out assignments. You guys did say that you were looking to volunteer. We could use someone to help clear out one of the sewer tunnels. Hopefully, if we can get some, it cleared out enough, we'll be able to sneak out other survivors who haven't yet made it to the keep, into the keep. Up above it, at this time of day, it should be much more clear of those troglodytes, but we don't know what other foes might be waiting. So there's been reports of various bandits, human and half-orc, up there as well. We don't know if they're just taking advantage of the situation or if they're also working for whatever force is invading us.
Mm-hmm.
I hop up on my feet and I brush off the dirt. And so I'm ready to go.
All right. Yeah.
I'll get up, use my cane to kind of myself up, nod knowingly, ready to go.
So she kind of moves you through a couple of the rooms of the keep. Most of them again are clogged with various survivors, various refugees, people just keeping a low profile. A lot of people are whispering and muttering at this point. And of course there's an overwhelming stench of unwashed bodies and poorly cooked food still sneaking through. And she leads you to what looks like a storage room. There's a couple of kids that are in there at the moment, sitting on top of barrels. She just goes, smiles slightly, and shoos them out before going over and pushing one of the barrels over, revealing an old grate. This is an old access to the tunnels below. It's connected down into the sewers, and if you use this to get to the sewers, you should be able to reconnect to another part of the town. She gives you a direction, all the way towards the eastern perimeter, and says, if you can get the gates open down there, and find some people up on the surface, you can be able to push, usher them through down this way, instead of moving them overland, where whatever force of mercenaries still lurks up there can get at them.
Do this. Do just,
I couldn't hear a word you said.
I said we'll do just that. Then.
She nods, pulls out a key, and starts unlocking the padlock around the gate. Good. Thank you.
I give her a little nod and a pat on the head, and I just nimbly jump down into the grate.
You can see that she scowled a bit when you touched her. What do the other two of you do?
I'll follow.
Yeah, I'll use a rope, be safe to get down, and then follow.
Alright, you hear the gate closing behind you, but after that it's mostly silent.
I'm gonna cast light on my dagger so I can see shit.
I have dark vision for 60 feet, so I'm good.
Yeah. What about that Janazi you can't see? You look around, and it's not really much of a sewer area here, but more of mostly a dirt tunnel, about 10 feet down. You all managed to get down safely.
Interesting. All right.
And you can see like bits of little streams of water here and there. Not much, but enough to suggest that water collects down here anytime it rains. Which again,
Water.
in this type of location, isn't very often. But of course, when it does, it's not a good sight because things.
I'm in my elements.
Yeah. You're not exactly in the desert area. You're more of a grasslands. Just this is a bit shy of the savanna. Still, water is a very not as common as one might like in the region. So it's But anyway, down here, there is water, but the water is clearly not usable for drinking type at the moment. You would need to boil it off first. It's fairly brackish. You can see like bugs crawling nearby. And as you start walking down towards the east, you even hear a few faint squeaks here and there.
I pick up I let one of the rats crawl up onto my hand.
There's no rats actually directly in front of you. You hear them in the distance, though.
Oh.
There's just bugs. There's like beetles and other things like that, kind of wandering about. They're close enough by to pick up, but not the rats.
Well, fine. I pick up a beetle.
All right.
And I just kind of look at it.
The beetle.
Interesting.
The beetle twitches its antennae and just kind of like it's unclear if it's staring at you or if it's just kind of wandering your hand as you hold it.
And after I get done, observing it, I just put it back.
And you kind of watch it scurry off into the darkness, probably under a rock.
I stand up. Huh?
Go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
No way.
You can finish what you're saying. You're in the middle of something.
Well, I stand up and kind of like brush my hands off. So, all right, let's get going.
All right. Eventually, you get to the end of this main part of the tunnel. A large great door, like the kind with a bunch of bars in front of it, is there, and you can kind of get the whiff that this is leading it off into the main part of the sewers from this direction. There's definitely another lock on here, and the exciting squealing of rats is far closer than it was.
Huh. Does anybody know how to pick a lock? I look at my other two compatriots. Anybody know how to pick a lock?
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, no.
No.
Hmm.
I nod and I take off my backpack and I pull out a crowbar and a hammer.
All right.
And I wedge the crowbar, one of the teeth of the crowbar, in between the lock and the bar that holds the.
Oh, wait, guys! I have an idea. Step away from the lock.
No, you save your magic, and I just start.
I can do it without using magic.
I just
I mean,
sigh. It's like,
try.
man, I
Try.
want to break it.
Just do it. Just do it.
No. Go ahead. I put my crowbar. I take the crowbar off and step out of his way.
I'll acid splash the lock until it breaks.
All right.
Anyway,
So you throw out an acid splash, and it sizzles slightly. You can see like a tiny amount of pitting in the surface of the lock. And as you do, you hear a much closer squealing, and suddenly rats dart out from between the bars and go rushing right at your feet.
Why though? Why though?
For
I'm
10
a nice
piercing
person.
damage, assuming that hits you.
Jesus.
Uh,
Wait, then. Oh, I'm gonna say nope to that. I'm gonna nope that. Oh no, I ain't
Yep.
taking
Yep,
piercing damage.
You use your shield. You got your reaction done. Alright. Everybody else roll initiative, please.
That's more than
Oh,
half my hit points. That's like 90%.
Wait, what?
That's like
How much did you
90%.
take?
I take none because I shielded, but still.
How much damage do we take, Grizz?
That was Drip. That was against Drip. Drip was there at the door, and the rats came swarming through and attacked him.
That's a wrap.
God damn it, Drip!
Not my fault.
Okay, everybody's on initiative now. Good.
Break open the door, could you?
Marquis, you're first. See the
One
swarm of
second.
rats all swarming around Drip's ankles. There's a slight sheen coming up from around him as the shield spell is keeping them away from biting him.
Okay. To shoot at them with my longbow. There's multiple. I don't know.
That's a whole swarm.
Oh, okay. Then I guess I'll just aim to shoot to kill. That might do it. 18.
Alright. Sorry.
What? No, it's fine. I know why he's meowing.
No, I have the automatic reaction of awing anytime I hear a cat meowing like that.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
There we go.
Cats are mewers. Give me 1 second, I'm looking for something. Just want to see
Ooh,
if I
yeah.
have it first.
You shoot one rat out of the swarm.
No. Yeah, with a swarm, of course, they have damage resistances because you're really only killing like one or two of them at any given time. So as your arrow comes swooshing through, you kill like one rat. Its body just is impaled by the pierce, but
Right.
a whole bunch of them are still there.
Yeah,
So it's
dang it.
So it's like one rat is like laying there lifeless, its tail just laying there on the side and all that.
Right.
Alex, what would you like to do?
Let's see what I have in my Dungeoneer's pack. Nothing. I take off. I take off my shirt, and I throw it onto the rats, and then I light my.
Don't forget to move your token up.
Oh. I step next to the rats and I throw my shirt on them.
Alright,
And-
you're gonna have to make a general dexterity check to see how that works.
a general dexterity.
Yep. All right.
And then I take my tinder box and
The rats all scatter as soon as your shirt goes down onto the ground, and they are not restrained.
so they're not underneath it.
Nope. The shirt is just laying there.
I pick it back up and
Okay? So now your action and your free action are both, and your bonus action have all been taken because one of them was taking off the shirt in the first place.
yeah, sure. And I'm just standing there like I throw my hands up like ah, and I start to put my shirt back on. But that's
Alright.
next.
Drip, what would you like to do?
I would like to. What are my options? I'm gonna bonus action convert sorcery points into a spell slot. That's the first thing.
Ooh.
Alright.
Second thing, I'm gonna poison spray them.
Okay. They have a DC Constitution save, which they fail. And you see several of the rats just kind of drop as the poison hits them and immediately courses through their veins, killing them, some of them instantly. There's still more, though. And they will go at... They will still continue to attack Drip.
Why?
Because
Why,
you're a good
please?
target, you just attacked them.
Yeah, because I have
let's see.
zero.
So they swarm at your legs and miss.
Oh, thank God.
Raki, what would you like to do?
I would like to, I guess, instead this time, try using the to hit the rats. Yeah, I'll do that just because I think it's a lot more effective than trying to shoot them.
All right. You're gonna have to move into melee with them. You can't just leave your tokens sitting there.
Oh, you're right. You're right. But,
He's gonna make a rat kebab.
there we go.
There you go.
Right there.
Yeah. So you go in and you stab down at them. It's still not particularly effective, but you do manage to lift up two of the rats on your rapier.
Excellent.
I look at him and say, "Save those. We can eat them."
We'll eat them later. Those look really confused. It's like, all right.
All right. I will try to capture them with my shirt again. There we go.
All right. Ooh.
Spelling.
Ah. This time the oh yeah. Wait a second. Oh nah. Nope, that still doesn't work, even with that. So you manage to go down, you scoop up one of them in your shirt. However, the majority of the swarm still managed to get out of range, and you've now got one that's stuck in your shirt.
I tie up my shirt and I start beating the other rats with it.
It's an improvised weapon, which means it's a it's a strength roll here.
Oh god, I have 0.
Also, you are not going to be able to be good anymore if you continue this path. I consider this to be a neutral at best action.
Wait, what?
A good person would not be doing this sort of thing to another living creature.
They're rats.
It's
They're just
in my world, you do this to another living creature, you are not a good person.
Ah, God bless it. I don't want to lose my new. I don't want to lose my feeling of goodness. I try to hold the rat and then. I guess I kind of like toss them out of the way, like kind of like as a bag, and like toss them back like to the door.
All right. Yeah, great. Then that particular rat just gets stunned for a moment and runs off. But doesn't appear to have any effect on the actual swarm itself.
But I take out my draw my quarterstaff, and can I still attack?
You used your action to
Okay,
capture the undo that. I'm sorry.
All right, so I just draw my quarterstaff and yeah.
Drip.
I'm gonna use my action to disengage, because no. That's it.
Alright. So the swarm then is going to go for Alex's ankles.
Oof.
And misses.
Huh. I start
Gee.
tap dancing around them.
Fuck them egg.
Start river dancing. Meow. 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 Come here. Up down there. Come here. Get back up here. Come here, silly. Get back up here. Come here. Come here. Thank you. So, Drip, what are you doing?
It's Marquis' turn. Waiting
Oh,
for
yeah.
Marquis to
Oh,
do
it's my
something.
Oh, my bad. I thought we
Drip,
were.
Drip disengaged and backed up.
Okay, I'll stab at the rats again. Failure. Hee haw.
Alright. So you stab down and you hear another squeal as your blade manages to cut through yet another rat and scrape through yet another one's side.
Damn rats.
Their blood is like covering this floor at this point. Alex!
Alright, this time I improvise a net with my shirt and my quarterstaff, and I try to catch a whole lot of them.
Alright, at this point as GM, I'm going to point out something about Swarm of Rats. They are immune to restrain. You can't actually do this.
Ah,
I thought you were doing something else with the whole attempt, so I was letting you get away with that, but the fact that you're continuing to attempt to restrain them, I figured I might as well inform you that it actually can't work. I shouldn't have let you do it
I
in the
was
first
going to set them on fire, but, never
Yeah.
mind.
Well, you can't restrain them, so.
Alright, fine. So I throw my shirt on top of them and set my shirt on fire.
Again, so,
I'm throwing on top of them. I'm not...
again, you're gonna have to make a roll for that.
Oh.
Also, how are you setting it on fire?
Torch.
Alright?
No one has a torch lit.
I do.
Yeah,
Well, I have a tinder box that I'm...
Yeah, it takes another action, by the way. I don't think you have enough actions to do that. You managed to catch yet another single rat underneath the thing, but the majority of them still scoot out from underneath of it.
Oh, God. That's my last time trying that.
Again, immunity to restrain.
The rats are strong.
It's more like there's a lot of them.
Fine, I don't know. God bless it, rats.
Just punch them, dude.
Fine, I'll start stomping on them. Start river dancing on their asses.
Alright. Okay, so you managed to, because the one that you caught underneath your shirt couldn't see you coming, you stomp on that one, and the other ones that didn't get caught under your shirt go dodging out from underneath the, back throughout the gate and disappear somewhere down the sewers.
I wanted to do something epic. I wanted to just throw my shirt on and set them all on fire.
I mean, it doesn't work with swarms.
Now I know. I pick up my shirt and with the rat blood on it, and like, ugh.
Yeah, your shirt basically is no longer usable as a shirt.
Ugh.
It's just a rag that's covered in rat guts. The rat that you stomped on essentially exploded against it.
Well, it's still usable. I can use it as tinder.
It's soaked through. You really can't use it as cinder.
Oh. Well, what if I dry it?
Well, it's up to you, but you still got a shirt that's a rag that's covered in guts. It's gonna stink for a while.
I just sigh. I was like, well, there goes that. And I just toss it to the side.
Alright.
Oh, there goes my common clothes.
So, you still got a gate in front of you. What do you wish to do?
I look at Drip and it says, now may I try my way?
If you see a few more not dents, a few more holes starting to punch through into the front of this lock.
Go ahead.
Thank you. I jam the one tooth in the loop of the lock and the other one on the other side, and I start to shimmy the crowbar towards the door.
Dexterity check, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Wouldn't that be athletics?
No, that's not an athletic feat.
Oh,
Unfortunately, as you're doing this, you somehow manage to slip, and whatever tool you're using besides the crowbar breaks in your hand.
wait, hold on. The crowbar's all I'm using.
Oh, okay. So I thought you said the two things you were. Sorry, I thought
No,
you said.
well, I had the crowbar and a hammer. I was
Okay, so it's the hammer that breaks. You try hammering at the thing, you somehow miss. You slam the hammer somehow into the side of the gate. It slips from your hand and cracks on the ground. The wooden piece of the hammer just kind of shatters, and the head of it just is on the other side of the gate now.
and then I kick the damn door out of frustration.
All right, make a strength check. Roll a 1d4. Alright. You hear the door bang a bit. You hear some screeching noise coming from the lock as it appears to be pulling off of its thing. You see that the gate is starting to become somewhat loose, but it is still not open.
I just sighs, look at Marquise. Marquise, you're a robot. Come on. Come.
All right.
Back in
What
the
does
door.
he want me to do to bang open the door?
Use whatever you have.
All right. I also wait. Unless we're prying this thing open with the torch, I'm not sticking my rapier in there.
Oh, don't do that. Don't.
No, I'm not. Man, I don't really have anything.
Give me a sec.
I'm gonna try my crowbar one more time.
Alright.
Oh, it's low.
It's my hammer that's broken. Ha!
Alright. This time you stick your crowbar into there, you shimmy it a bit, and you hear something click, and the lock pulls loose. Unfortunately, the lock, because of the acid damage and the way that you use the crowbar, is no longer usable as a lock. So it's off, and you can no longer secure this door.
I look at Drips like, see? You should just let me do my thing, Drips.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that worked real well.
I knock the lock off the sling and like pull off the little latch and kick open the door. Cause I'll be damned if I'm stuck in an acid covered door.
Alright. As you walk through, Alexander, your attention is caught down the ways of the sewer, and you see two burly men and three trogs down there pointing at you.
Oh boy.
Trogs?
Those things that you fought on the surface.
Ah.
It's nice and dark down here. They are happy, but the other two that are there are not. Instead of the potentially expected fiery things, are both human. Let me put these tokens out, and we can get right into combat.
Hell yeah.
Two burly men and a couple of trogs.
Yep. initiative, please.
Oh, that's a lot of dudes.
That's a
You're
lot
level
of
2
dudes.
now.
I mean, she's
Yeah,
not wrong.
Might be able to handle it.
yeah.
Did I
I
get
should
it?
have taken an area of effect spell. Oh well.
Oh, I thought you took sleep. Oh well.
No, I was planning on taking sleep, but then I thought
I didn't.
my AC is 11. I might as well take shields.
That should help. Yeah. Perfect. Worse than all my other ones.
Alright, let's do this, guys. Alright, so this trug immediately comes running right at you.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh.
I'd use one key point to designate the one in front of me running at me as a dodge.
Alright?
Too late.
Yeah.
Doesn't he have to do that on his
No.
turn instead of
Uh,
as a reaction?
Oh yeah, I think that. Yeah, evasion is the reaction. Dodge is set up on your turn.
Okay. Never mind then. So I take. Holy shit! I'm down to 3 already.
And you hear
What?
the burly man, one of the burly men, just kind of laughing. Ha! Yeah, he's looking bad. We can take care of these guys and go get the rest of the townsfolk here. Glory to the dragons! He shouts as he takes a step forward, aims with his crossbow, and aims it right at Alexander.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's the same.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Poor
I can't
Alexander.
see. Is
Does
he
that
still
hit?
up?
Yeah, that hits.
But I have 18.
Yeah, meet it is beat it.
Meets or exceeds the AC.
No, but he hits me and I drop down again.
Alright, death saving throw, please.
Ah. There we go.
Alright. So, as the next trog comes around, the leader guy looks at the other two and says, "You two should go back and tell the others that this way is now clear. We'll take care of these guys. They don't look very tough." And these guys kind of just go off.
Thanks, Grizz.
Well, see, it makes sense for them to do that. Plus, I really don't want to kill you right away. Drip.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my bonus action to get Alexander back up, even though he's gonna go back down again.
I get knocked down, but I get up again.
So
Sorry.
he gains 15
I need to do.
hit
I need to do
points.
that as a bard sometime. Just start singing that song to get people back up.
How far away is Poison Spray?
So you regain 5 hit points, Drip. Not 4
Uh,
or 5. You only go down to 0 when you fall in 5th edition. That's one of the cool things. So you're actually at 5 hit points, not 4.
Is there a wall or something here?
Yeah,
I need to know.
you're in a sewer.
Yeah, but if I go, can I stand here?
Yeah, you can stand there. It's wide enough that you guys can see each other and get around. And there is a trickle of water. There is like a small amount of water, stagnant mostly. It smells horrible. It's
I'm
sewer
gonna-
water nearby. So
Move over here. Oh, I shouldn't.
there's
try.
room. There's plenty of room for maneuvering.
I'll poison spray on him. I don't know if
On
he's
which
immune
one? I'm
or
sorry.
not. This one.
trog?
He's
All right.
yeah, and then I'm gonna move back.
Yeah, trogs actually are not immune to poison,
Oh, good.
which is pretty cool. So the Trog lets out a yelp as the poison comes right at it. Constitution saving throw. It fails that. It takes a face full of poison and screams in pain. The other Trog, seeing this, comes rushing forward, notices that it can't get by Alexander, and starts attacking him. Bite, which puts you down to 1. Claw, which puts you down on the ground. And then it claws you again at advantage, so it gets a second thing, which misses, thankfully for you.
Does that put me down to 0 again?
Yep, put you down to 0 again. Marquis,
Yep.
your turn.
All right. I will step to the side right here, pull out my longbow, and make I'll make 1 longbow attack against this individual right here. Oh no, that's probably not hitting. Hello.
All right, is that your only turn? Anything you can do this turn?
Yeah, that's pretty much all I can do
Okay.
right now.
So the Trog, thankfully being harried on by the leader behind there, it looks down at drooling at Alexander's body for a moment, but then says, "No, ignore him. You can eat him later. Go after that guy," and points the Trog out at Marquis. These guys are actually speaking in common, unlike the other one, which was speaking in Draconic. And this Trog just bounds over Alexander's prone form and charges right at the robot guy. Bite.
Ooh.
Claw.
The bite hits for sure.
Yep. Like it just kind of jams its teeth down onto your exoskeleton, and you feel a few dents. Maybe a tiny little bit of oil comes dripping out, which the Trog doesn't seem to like the taste of.
Ooh.
I'll be right back. I'm going to go feed him, and
Well, at least I don't taste good.
Got it. The bandit steps out, looks down at the body for a moment, looks over at Drip, smiles, raises his crossbow.
Oh.
Right at Drip.
Oh. Yeah, I can't do nothing about that, so I'll just take 3 damage. I just realized I'm missing a spell.
Alexander needs to make a death saving throw. He is not in the room, so I shall make that for him.
I need to add a spell.
Alright. Let's back up to that. Drip.
You know what? I'm done with these motherfucking crocs in this motherfucking sewer. I'm gonna walk up to this one and I'm gonna say, "Hey, let me give you a hand." Inflict wounds.
Oh god, that's a powerful spell for somebody so small. 3d10 at your level? Seriously?
Level 1, inflict wounds.
Holy
That's-
crap, I forgot how terrible that spell could be.
It's Dutch though.
Okay,
So,
as soon as you touch the troglodyte, it looks surprised, and then just everything about it. It's already ashy gray, but you can just see all these black veins suddenly pop up, and the rest of its skin turning even a worse shade of gray and powdery white until everything flakes out and it just drops to the ground, looking as if it's been drained completely of life.
And I'm gonna walk backwards. I'm like, let's take a step back and not get killed by the crocodile.
The bandit just shouts, say, ignore the metal thing. Go for the spellcaster.
No, don't! Can I persuade him not to?
Oh no!
Wait, can he even reach me?
Yes, he jumped over Alexander's body and ignored.
Oh fuck!
increase.
I'll shield.
Which one are you shielding?
I can shield everything because it lasts for the whole round.
Okay,
But it doesn't matter because
22 and 18. So
22 and 18
so
still hits.
only the last one wouldn't hit you with the shield up.
Oh, he's gonna feel the pain next turn. If I'm still there.
Marquis!
Yes. I will go ahead and move into position and stab at him with a rapier.
Which means you have advantage.
Hee-haw.
Alright, so that's a 13. You stab right into the muscle of its back, and you hear it growling as you cut through some of the tough pieces of hide. The bandit, kill, and you hear him reloading and firing at his crossbow at your back, Marquis.
Alrighty.
And that misses. It kind of clinks off your metal frame. Alexander, death saving throw. I think he's still away, so I shall roll that.
No, I'm still here.
Okay, you're here? Roll a death saving throw, please. Ooh! You're back up! You're rehealed to 1 hit point, and you're no longer unconscious. Drip, your turn.
Panic mode. Engaged. I might as well inflict wounds again, I guess.
Alright.
After this, I have 1 spell slot left.
Oh!
But I think
You basically
I'm out of
touch
trouble.
this thing, and it literally disintegrates in front of your eyes as if it's aged 100, 200 years in the space of a second. The remains of it is kind of drifting apart in front of you.
Holy
Is there
crap.
like a corner I can hide behind? I don't want to
Not really. Marquis, what do you wish to do?
Oh, it's my turn?
Yep.
Please kill the
Hell yeah.
dwarf.
Well,
Yeah,
it's not a dwarf. It's just a human.
Move to the side right here. Pull out my good old faithful longbow and take a shot at him.
He is looking very surprised at the moment, considering like he thought he had the upper hand, and then he's noticing what Drip can do, and it's like, oh my god. And he just barely reacts, like holding up his crossbow in time to deflect the arrow, and stares at it, and drops his crossbow down, pulls out his rapier, and charges at Alexander. Sorry.
Oh, no, not again.
Well, sorry, scimitar, not rapier. Oh, God. Please tell me you have more than 13 hit points altogether.
Nope.
Yeah, that's an
You don't have, but it's okay. It's not double your maximum health, but you are down on the ground again. So he sighs in relief as he notices you drop again. He's like, "Just stay down dead this time." He mutters, looking around at the other two of you. Alexander, get another death saving throw, please.
You're back at full nothing on death saves, by the way, because you woke up.
Good lord, it is.
Yeah. Yeah. So now you have one success in death saving throw. Drip.
Do I even have spell slots left at this point?
I don't know. You tell me. I thought you said you had one more after that.
Go for it.
I'm doing. Oh yeah, I do, because I can bonus action get a spell slot. That's right. Okay, yeah.
And I am thinking, by the way, from 2 weeks from now, we get some more people in this game. Save you guys.
Last spell slots. I'm gonna need it to save the dudes. I'll just firebolt, I guess. Oh wait, I clicked the wrong spell. Firebolt.
Your
Yeah.
bolt just kind of somehow gets drawn into the bit of water that's next to you and fizzles out.
Run! he starts running.
Marquis, what do you wish to do?
I will go ahead and I'll say if I'm not leaving my buddy behind, I'm going to move right here and I'll pull out my rapier and stab at I stab at V.
Alright. He spins around quickly and parries with his scimitar. What are you?
Then I'll
exclaims as he stares at you.
I will actually, you know what, I'm popping action. Let me hit again.
Alright.
Come on, actually hit this time.
Ooh! And this time as he's staring at you, asking, "What are you?" You managed to cut right through his neck, opening it up, spilling his blood all over yourself and then in his body.
Oh,
He
yes.
gurgles, dropping to the ground and collapsing, never knowing the answer to that question.
First thing I do is I pull up Alexander. I try to do what would that be? Because I don't have anything like medical to help him.
I
Drip,
saved-
do you still have a spell left?
I saved one spell slot for you, buddy.
Alright.
Okay, then second thing, I'm going to see if he has value in his possession.
Alright, as you look into the bandit, you notice that he has a crossbow, he has a scimitar, and he has 8 pieces of gold on him. The trogs have nothing, by the way. The trogs are you know,
How much gold did you say?
8 gold.
8 gold. Got it. I'll add that to my inventory.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think at this point, we're gonna call this session to a quit and come back in 2 weeks and see what happens next. Perhaps we can get you some more allies into here.
That
Like maybe
sounds
one
good to
more
me.
person. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
Drip needs to rest again because he's all out of spell slots because you guys can't stay alive. Not your fault, but still.
No, it's just all of a sudden she started rolling really well.
Exactly. That's why I'm like going. There's too many enemies there. Let's.
You're cool.
Yeah. We're gonna need more. We're gonna need more people in this game if you guys are gonna live.
So which one are we going to be?
I mean, I nearly killed Alexander like 2 or 3 times in one
This
session.
one, or are we going to be playing the other one that started the school?
I think for now we can look into this one unless somehow we get word back from those other people.
Oh, Chris, by the way, I made a miscalculation and I actually can prepare one more spell than I have prepared now. Because I
Okay.
get one for free from my sorcerer's thing. So I should... Wait, I need to double check that again.
All right.